Well, hello, welcome back to another Amiga Monday, and yes, Retro Gamer Denmark, I do still do Amiga stuff. It's always it's always Amiga Monday, even on December, which is I think that's the only time I don't think there's any time I've not done Amiga Monday, to be honest. Okay, let me just check something. I think, oh yeah, I remember why this is blank screen. I've not switched over from the Oculus side yet. There we go. Nice fresh Amiga screen for you all. Right, so last week what did we do? We did some demos, we looked at a few things. Let's see what we're up to. Okay, so I think we were partway through this section. We've done the graphics. I think we're on MISC, because I remember looking through this and saying that... Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's it. Oh, like Easy Find, I'm pretty sure I'd seen before. And Once in Thai, yeah, okay, I remember this now. Right, CD2 guide, what is this? We have README. Utility to catalog lots of data for CDs, pick samples, mods, etc. How using this program, you can catalog and sort and analyze a lot of data with a minimum of work. Creates every directory for your data, a guide file with lots of buttons. So basically, it's like a database for whatever it is you've got. Constitution. The Guide to US Constitutional Law. This is kind of funny, sort of, because of yesterday's stream with Dr. CDCS, where he was explaining how it basically, Dr. CDCS has always had this thing of, please don't backseat, please don't give me a hint, please don't try and give me guesses, because it's just as much as an experience for him as it is for everybody else, for him to go through sort of the game without people kind of telling him how to play the game. And there was a conversation about it, and somebody said something along the lines of he was allowed to do it, as in try and tell. There was something about protecting the First Amendment or something like that. And Dr. CDCS is like, yeah, but First Amendment is to do with government, not me. But, you know. In fact, let's just see if First Amendment is in here. I don't even think it's in the Constitution, is it? Purchase the ZX Spectrum lot. Comes with a plus D disk interface and drive. That's nice. One streamer that does use a plus D disc, because plus D disc was the standard 3.5-inch floppy, I believe. I think if you see BNED81, yeah, I'll put it in chat. I have seen him use one when he does a ZX Spectrum stream. Should be this.
To be fair, he's sped up a bit now, isn't he?
So yeah, he does a lot of real hardware stuff. If I remember rightly, he will, I think, load up games and then save it to the disk drive so I can just load it straight back up again. Right, so if I look at contents, problem is that I don't know US constitutional law, so I could be wrong on the First Amendment rights. Amendment, is that amendment? Here we go. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So I think this is basically about kind of government stuff rather than individual. Second right, well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Although I would argue the America now has at least, well, 3 different armies. You include the people themselves. You've got the police and the regular army. But there you go. So we've got some amendments and the Constitution in there. Copper Demon. No problem there, Retro Gaming Denmark. What is Copper Demon? It lets you create rainbow colour effects for a selectable pen colour number on public screens using the entire 60 million colour range of the AGA chips. You specify max 32 colours, but at least 2, and the Copper Demon will make a smooth colour change by setting a new colour value on every scan line. You could do all that on the MMC, but this will be more fun, yeah. I mean, we are going back to kind of real hardware stuff because obviously it existed back then, so it's a bit more kind of pushing towards the original hardware end. Just a bit more modern than tape, really, sort of. More accessible than tape as well. Also, he had 100 pirate tapes originals plus. Oh, he had 100 pirate tapes originals plus 2 grey. Yes, he did, I think, yeah. But mainly I got it for the disc interface. Let's see if this will work. Ooh, and already you can see in the back. So if I just change the red, hopefully that'll update. Oh, it's updating the bands, isn't it? So if I change this one, some more green, no? Shift Alt C. Is that not what it's doing? So if I quit it, it should just kick out of... Yeah, okay. Oh, wait a minute. The effective screens, so these are different, so I need to change to this one. Maybe. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So that's the top bar here, you can see it changing the copper colour. Gonna add more green into it. And blue. So the reason why it wasn't working was because the effective screen was not the correct screen. So I can go down to here. That would be this bar here, I believe. There we go. Put more blue in. And then if I go to the bottom one here and shift the red to the top. So we've got like a bar here, a bar here, a bar there, and a bar here. That's quite nice, actually. Okay, easy find. We've seen that before. Air. What's air? Or EH. A decision helper in Dutch English by BPM. Little program to help you decide, I'm assuming, stuff. Which decisions are there today? Okay. Go through Amiga format. Play Alien Breed, if I could spell. Why does it say Plaz? I'm definitely putting Y in. Okay, that's weird. Y and Z are completely two different places. So I press Z and it's come up with Y. Okay. So we'll go through Amiga format, CD, play, Inbreed 3D, end stream. Right, okay. Oops. Oh, I quickly went through that. Oh, right, okay, I see. So it's a German keyboard. Ask if it was wrong of me to buy the ZX slot. Okay, no problem. Okay to buy, sorry, ZX, no, not YX, it's so confusing, ZX, bundle, not okay to BUZ, ZX, bundle, meh, there you go. You get 4 choices apparently. Okay, so that's right, yeah. Oh. Active, ready? No, okay, oh, I'm sorry. ZY bundle, but yeah, you get the point. Oh dear. So the other one was I did get through and got it to say go through the Amiga disk, which is about what we are doing anyway. So that looks like some sort of random number generator. Font catalog, what we got in here? We've got loads of fonts. I could just dump it on the hard drive. Always good to have some fonts kicking around. Erect scripts to view all fonts to use with PStream 3. It's possible to get an overview of all the available fonts. Right, okay, so nothing much interesting. Let's see, PageStream. Grey Haze Uro, I think that is. No problem there. These are my own images for the Uro Hack System Gadget Replacement Hack. They were drawn from scratch using the templates provided with the package. Want to use them? Make sure you're using 16 color 1:1 ratio workbench screen. The images are drawn using the 16 color palette as used in the ROM icon Magic Workbench icon sets. They may look a bit strange if you don't use this palette. Not quite sure about this one. Oh, okay, I see. So it's probably for a specific program then. Ooh, that's a bit garbled. Alright, fair enough. iMorse. A little program that converts letters to Morse code. What does this little proggy do? Well, it converts characters to Morse code, basically. I wrote this program because I felt like programming something. Well, that's a developer's curse. I'm assuming this is going to be one of those ones where you've got to drag it to here. No? How do you work it? It has two features. Either have it type in the string of your choice, or you can load it. But I double clicked it did nothing. Oh, okay, so it's copying it over to C. Fair enough. Fine, in Chewy Cookie. Probably command line, yeah. Right, in Chewy Cookie is a program that displays fortune cookies. The major advantage of in Chewy Cookie is it uses the intuition to show a cookie. So that, for anybody that doesn't know, intuition is I think it's the graphical layout of the it's the library that controls all the windows and stuff in Workbench. Opens a request and waits for you to click on continue. Very useful, for example, wish to copy in Chewy Cookie to your startup. Comes with 875 built-in cookies. Data files are not currently supported for the future there. Okay. What we got? Money will say more in one moment than the most eloquent lover can in years. No amount of genius can overcome a preoccupation with detail. A good memory does not equal pale ink. An ounce of application is worth a ton of abstraction. Don't hit the keys so hard it hurts. Laugh and the world ignores you. Crying doesn't help either. Oh, fair enough. Colourless green ideas sleep furiously. A visit to a strange place will bring fresh work. Oh, nice little cookies there, I suppose. In split and join. A little program that can split and join files. A little combination of Chewy split and Chewy join. And I think this is the same program developer as the last one because it's got that same style. I think this is going to be one of those ones where you copy it into, yeah, the C program. Letter marcher. Tidy's logo. If so, then what on earth? Letter Archer. Oh, Marcher, sorry. Letter Marcher lets you create character representations of bitmap images. This way you can design your logos in any paint program and have them converted to ASCII text format. ASCII output, sorry. There are some programs that do this by using Amiga's own ANSI sequences and building the image row by row, but Letter Matcher creates ordinary ASCII output, or even 7-bit if you want it. So it's a clear utility, only command line, sorry. I suppose that's a bit of an interesting way of doing it. Okay. I'll have to have a look at that at some point. Because this is what was in a text document, that's why. That's interesting. Okay, libguide. I think this is just a general library guide, so it tells you what libraries are out there and what they do. So it's like a programmer help file. Yeah, launch library. So we can go back. We should be able to find intuition. HI, maybe not. Oh, there we go. There we go. Intuition library. Managing Windows screens, input, output. Yeah, there we go. So it's nice that was available. Make guide. I'm assuming this is going to be for making .guide programs. And it's in French, so I'm not quite sure whether... Yeah, my French is so terrible, I don't even think about it anymore. Unless this is the correct one. No, still in French. I'm gonna guess that was that then. MathX. Math program for Amiga computer. It's a math program, replaces the old program Graph 2D. So it can do 2D function plots, 3D function plots, calculation of integrals, calculation of tangents, power series, solve linear systems, and lots of other stuff. Shareware. See if it runs. Simplify. I'm assuming it would be 15 over 90. I have no idea whether this is going to be correct or not. What was the... I don't know what a good one for this one. My mass is normal. Is awful, sorry. I took a non-math way of life. Can I do any graphs or anything? There's a graph. Let's zoom out and in. Fair enough. 3D graphs. Don't know what type of graph that is. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume this works. So there we go. Probably my own fault for putting the wrong type of math in. Plot 3D, see if this works. I'm assuming you're supposed to put points in. Mandelbrot. Okay. That should calculate itself. There you go. It's quite nice to be able to move that around. Just pressing buttons at the moment. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Well, it doesn't look like you can move around in it. Nice little 3D representation of that Mandelbrot. And you can turn it, that's even better. It's quite nippy. But then again, I'm on a 50 megahertz 030. So I'm assuming if this was on a standard 1200, it'd be a lot slower. Yeah, not bad that. So yeah, you can do that. You can do 3D functions and different things. So that's quite cool. Yeah, I've been on no 30 for a while. This is why I have issues with some games now, because the 030 is quite fast. So I moved over to a 1230 some time ago. I don't know if you remember about the time that when I moved over to it, I had issues with getting the CD-ROM drive working, because back then I was using the I think it was a buffered IDE that would sit like this. I don't know if I've still got it. And then so it'd sit like this, and then you've got like the two and one coming out here. So you had, two IDEs coming out this side and one on this side. When I put the 030 in, I don't think it liked it. So I had to change it to a IDE that would sit pretty much flush to the board. Oh, that was the other problem I realised as well, was because on previously I had one of those IDEs that would have like a ribbon cable, and it would go to the CF card. The problem that I found with the 030 was because of the length of that, it would cause programs not to run properly. So when I changed it to one that actually sits on the board itself, pretty much, because it didn't have a cable in between, it was much faster and it made the programs work better. And I don't know what else was with it, but the pass through that goes through to my CD-ROM drive now actually works. So I don't know whether it's a combination of the ID buffer that he didn't like. Also recall that I'm on OS 3.2, not the very latest one, but fairly recent. And maybe the cabling was all causing a few issues here and there. But yeah, it's on an 030 now quite nicely. In fact, I will show... Let me just quit this. No, I don't want to save, cancel. I should still have... sysinfo, so you can see what that is. And I do... What do I do next? Speed. There you go. So if I click expand, a standard 1200, it's whopping past that. So I'm kind of approaching, well, a 4000 perhaps? Oh no, nowhere near. Nowhere near an 4025 megahertz. But that's the speed of this machine at the moment. So you can see it's a 030 there, 50 megahertz. The next thing I need to do is, I don't really need one, but I want one, is I want to put an FPU in here. Because it'd be nice to play around with stuff. So, because I've been playing around with, I did try and play around with 3D things, but I didn't quite like it because I didn't have FPU. Plus, me putting an FPU isn't going to cause an issue, so fine. But yeah, that's my next plan for this at the moment. What are we on? Rolo Man, what's this? Drag the Rolo Man drawer to where you'd like it to open. Studio Manager. No, I'm not thinking about the 040. I don't. See, the thing is once you, I think generally the Amiga community is fine for you playing around with like no 3.0, but anything further than that, like if you're not doing anything serious with it, like doing it for everyday stuff, it's kind of no point. So I kind of stayed away from the 040 and the 060. And to be fair, I don't really do much with the Amiga, apart from streaming with it, which I do enjoy. I mean, obviously I play games with it, and it's not like it's an everyday thing. So for me, the 030 is more like a treat with it, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I tend to not think about going towards the 040 or the 060. It was like when somebody was talking about, you know, that you Quake port for the Amiga, and it wanted an 060, and I'm like, yeah, but you know, most of us get kind of like sort of told don't really go for an 060 if you're not going to use it for anything, you know, regular or serious, which I can kind of understand. But yeah, it's just that's my thoughts on it. If you feel something different, let me know. But you know, I mean, 030 is pretty good, and it's you can see it just wipes the floor out of most other systems there. But again, in some cases, I get issues with games because obviously they're kind of designed for certain processors and things like that. Which is why I still have a almost stock 1200. The only thing that's there is the ACA 121, is it? And all that does is it adds about 8 meg of memory at 32 bits. So it's like fast memory. So it increases the speed of that anyway, but I think I get better compatibility because I'm still using the 020 on the 1200. So I've got that as backup, and as kind of further backup, I've also got an A600 which I used to stream on years ago when I was going through the old discs. But yeah, I on occasion get them out on occasion, especially when I'm having issues with stuff. So like before I was going to do Alien Breed 3D for the main game for the second half, I was going to be looking at First Samurai. Now, I can't get it running on this machine, and I think it's because it's the accelerated version. I tried it on the 1200 standard, and it still wasn't happy with it. And then I tried it with the 600, and still I wasn't happy with that. So, in those cases, I kind of decide I'll have to go back to the Mister, because I know it runs on that. So I just, yeah, it's just one of those things, really. But at least with the Amiga 600, I've got the option of certain games running on the OCS ECS side, so I get some sort of real hardware on that bit. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. Where I was up to Studio Manager. The program was written using Superbase Professional 4 with forms. What on earth is this? LaserJet 3, so that's printers. Oh, Rolodex. Okay, I see what it is. So Rolodex, for those of you that might be a bit sort of young, in offices, secretaries and people would have like a little sort of cylinder of cards. You could kind of turn and it would flick to the correct place. It's more like where we used to put phone numbers and stuff. So this is what this looks like it is. I can't see how to run it. Oh, the Rollo Man icon. Okay, I don't think there is one. No, I don't see one. Okay, fair enough. Well, effectively, that's what it is. Right, want some tie. This, if I remember rightly, is, I think it was fonts and key maps. Oops. Pictures of the font preview. Okay, let's have a look at this. So this is supposed to be Thai font. I don't know if it actually is or not. But that's what that's supposed to look like. Wisecrack. Wisecrack is a fortune cookie program again. When started, it prints a random message from a message database. Very popular on Unix systems. Can be run from either CLI or Workbench, and it can open its own window for the message. Okay. A Christian is a man who feels repentance on Sunday for what he did on Saturday and is going to do on Monday. Before you find your handsome prince, you gotta kiss a load of frogs. You can't teach people to be lazy. Either they have it or they don't. Well, that's a big flipping fortune cookie thing. The chief monk at the monastery was looking for someone to replace him. He called the monks together and placed in front of them a water bottle. He says, "Without calling this a water bottle, tell me what it is." One monk said, "You couldn't call it a block of wood." Another poured himself a drink. Just then the cook walked into the room and kicked the water bottle over. The cook was made head of the monastery. I sort of get there. Love, a temporary insanity curable by either marriage or by removal of the influences under which he occurred the disorder. It is sometimes fatal, but more frequently to the physician than the patient. One more. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Alright, that's the MISC folder done. Programming, what we got in here. Frex Ed. So some sort of Rex editor thing. Frex Ed is more like is more than an editor that provides a set of functions and features. It's more like a shell holding text, enabling users to perform whatever she or he wants to perform on it. The intention of FrexEd has been to create an editor which any user should be able to control to do and behave exactly as he/she thinks is right way. You want to request a querying whatever you really should kill. If you want to request a query whether you should really kill a change buffer before actually doing so, we should be able to do so as well as not doing that query. If anybody would like to set up an editor for editing EBCDIC text files, why shouldn't this be possible? If you'd like to representation of standard ASCII characters to look different, we want it to be possible. One of the main missions of making FrexEd is to make everything dynamic, to insert the ability to change every single behavior. It's entirely function driven, and all functions can be replaced by the user. Okay. So I'm assuming it's function for Rex, possibly. I'll have to have a look at this later because I would like to look at Rex and AREX stuff, but I know Fractalus is his name? No, Daedalus, that's it. Daedalus, who occasionally streams, did do when I went to Amiga Monday when I went to Amiga Ireland earlier this year, he did do a quick sort of course on using AREX, which feels like a scripting language for Workbench, but I've not really kind of delved into it properly. I'd like to though. What we got? Phoenix Link, is this? German, English this should be. Amiga DOS module linker. FixLink was written in pure assembler code, assembled with FixS, and linked with Blink first version, and FixLink itself supports all features of a standard Amiga DOS linker, except overlay hunks and automatic link vectors. Oh, so it's a cross linker, I'm assuming. So I've been doing some DOS assembly on my 486 this week, and I wrote something in, what did I do? I think I wrote it in first in TASM, but I couldn't quite understand the syntax, so I shifted it over to NASM. It was basically a NASM program because I've got this book. Tried to do it in TASM, but the problem is with different assemblers, you can get different syntax and the way that I like to kind of present the different syntax. So yeah, I went back to NASM, did it in that, then I realised I had to get a linker, had to go around the internet for that, and eventually I thought, fuck it, I'll use T-Link. And T-Link is the linker for Turbo Assembler. No, TASM? Oh, it's TASM, sorry. It worked fine. It seemed to be agnostic for what I could see. And I think this is the same thing, but I think it's like you build your host as Amiga, but your target is DOS, I'm guessing. But it says switch all stuff to be loaded in chip memory. Or maybe it's like you can just do between the two, possibly. I don't know. But this is what I'm guessing this is. Some sort of linker. GT drag. Shared library provides possibility of drag and drop feature for GAD tools applications. So to close the gap between now and upcoming version of the Amiga OS with this features, if included if it comes. Definitely not the best you can imagine, but works good and easy to use. GAD tools. Why have I heard of GAD tools? Let me just check something here. So here I've got classic Amiga OS programming. This gives me both C and ASM. Just double check something. Why have I heard of GAD tools? There we go. It's in there. It's the gadgets. So I wonder whether it's kind of been planned. Yeah, for GAD tools. Yeah, so it's the particular library. It says the requirements. Should work on an any Amiga with OS 3 and above. Not possible to use it under OS 2. So it looks like the drag and drop feature for GAD tools didn't go anything under the 204. Okay. PCQ guide. Pascal. It's freeware, but it's a package. How do I make work this? You don't know. There are millions of different system configurations. Can't tell exactly how. Somewhere in your command path, you're going to need a compiler, assembler, link, and a text editor. Normally, these will go in a C directory, but if you use the Amiga DOS path command, you can go anywhere. So this is a library file then. To open a Pascal source file to the executable plan is last count 4-step process. Start with your source code, one of the example programs, which probably ends with a .p. First step is to use the compiler to turn source file into an equivalent assembly language program. To do this, invoke the compiler with the following command. Second step takes the assembly language profile and creates a new file. Third step is the SM or S file. Okay. B-link, which we've just heard about. So there's a lot of steps to do it. Make one program is. Therefore, I used and have included the distribution and a couple of Amiga DOS scripts to automate the process. Okay. I'm assuming it's just part of the package then. Bin hex. I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of binary to hex, so maybe decompiler or like we've got hex programs. If you use favorite ASCII editor for hex data, converts data, for example program code, into hexadecimal, could be edited with your favorite ASCII text. After that, you convert the data back to the old style, so you don't need a special hex editor. You're able to do also delete parts of the file, insert parts, and so on. Whereas hex editors are only allowed to change given data. Make sure you know what you're doing. Okay. And then you've got how to use graphics version 3.9. How do I use the OS3 graphics library in an efficient way? Main goal is to show that it is possible to support both native ECS, EGA, and graphics boards with the image splitting stuff. Now you can check out what is the best way to split images. Demo opens a window on the public screen workbench, allocates pins to a red, grey, and blue shaded ball. Also, a background pin is allocated and the colour is cycled through a colour table. Balls are moved around the window. Runs on display mode. So basically it's probably like some sort of just showing you how to quickly do stuff. Not quickly do stuff, best way to do something. Is there a program here? That might be this one. A bit nippy, but then again I am on a quite fast system. Right, programming done. Virus. Antivirus possibly? Extruder? Virus killer, fair enough. CD-ROM. I'm sure we've seen this. You might have seen this one. Is it because I put this as a name order? Yes, we've done graphics card, we've done MISC, hardware. AMI PC. Ultimate multi-OS backup system. We're in French in this part. And there's an English section, but doesn't appear to be there. Only in French, okay. Blitzkick. What is it? Used to re-kick any Kickstart ROM with Blizzard Turbo boards having a map ROM feature. Kickstart 1.2, 1.3, 2.05, 3, and 3.1 are current tested ROM images. So this reminds me of the accelerator I got in the other Amiga, the non-CPU one. And it does have like a kind of hardware, like a hardware ROM image, whereby I can have, say, Amiga OS 3 on the chip, but you can basically program the ROM to immediately kick it into a different ROM. That's what I used to do. No, I don't. Yeah, currently the 1200 has now got the latest Amiga OS, as in not this one, as in 3.9. So the latest for that time. And that took a while to actually get going, because the first time I installed 3.9, it gave me a black screen and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then I reverted back to 3.5, which I've used for a long time whilst I was streaming originally here. And then I can't remember whether somebody told me or looked into it, but managed to find out that the way to get rid of the black screen was to get rid of the there was like an update ROM thing that if you had it on, it would just try and kind of sort of constantly try and run, which is why I got a black screen. And removing that meant that I just got the OS as it was, which is great. But yeah, this just reminds me of the old chip in there that does allow me to do that. LC Demon. Oh, I've seen this before. So it's like you can program LCDs through the parallel port. Save names. Software and documentation. BBS. Oh, some people like me are forced to use PC machines to transfer files from the internet to the Amiga. It doesn't mean that I bought a PC for my own. I use big word. It only at my technical university. As you all know, no one needs more chairs. Oh no. Nobody needs more characters to name his files than 8.3, which seems to be a quote professional file name format. Any other longer names are obsolete and should be forbidden. Fortunately, both Amiga and Unix-based machines use longer names for their files, so transferring files between these platforms via PC causes 90% of name, mainly dots, to be eaten by PC. So I decided to cure this. Save names is a medicine against. What does it do? Let's say you want to transfer some files stored in directory My Files on your Unix account to Amiga via PC floppies. Files use obsolete names. Files use obsolete names. Kickstart, kickdisk, kickstart. So before you copy them to disk, type save names, see My Files, and all the names of all the files in this directory convert to Siemens code. This guy writes like I do really badly. Okay, so he's just basically saving the names from disk. Fair enough. SCSI list. Shows data on SCSI drives via the MUI GUI. So just displays SCSI, fair enough. Zip tools, I don't need them because I do have stuff like that. I still need to play around with it. I did actually try on this one of the CDs. There was a DMS file. I tried to unpick it through one of the things I got. It just didn't seem to want to do it, so I'll have to play around with it further. Right, music. Do we actually have music on it, or is it just the programs? Algo music. Or was this the music generator? Yeah, algorithmic song player for house techno music. I think we looked at this last time. Or it was on the last disc. What address? Oh. Well, that's playing. I'm just gonna have another read. Algorithmic music is quite a complex program that creates. Just checking that the volumes are conflicting. Yeah, that's fine. And plays a song randomly out of a series of algorithms in a techno house manner. We'll read its samples randomly from different directories. You may add, delete, and configure these files. Please look at the readme files and sample directories or configure samples. Shell tool only. Starting from workbench is possible, but configuration. Okay. So you can have any Amiga with an any Amiga processor, OS2 or higher, about or less than half a mega chip RAM. You need some fast memory and a small amount of disk space. I don't know what the hell this is. And maybe 3. Recommended 3.1. I've got one of these, it's fine. An installer 43, yeah, that you do need that, I think. Developed on a PAL Amiga 1200. 20 minutes of fast RAM. Huh. Let's see if I can generate another one. Oh, nice! It tells you the progress. Can I stop it though? Change the beats per minute. Oh, I can stop it here. Yeah, cool. So I can do a new. Can I play? No, start me again. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. The Creepy Barber and the Noisy Manager. Some interesting names here. Can I change anything here? No. Click new. Yeah, not bad for something that's been algorithmically generated. All those people talking about AI music know nothing. Amiga had it first. Right, PSMP. If 8 SVX, so that's the format player by Smack Infect. After I bought a large hard disk a few months ago, I thought that I would need something to fill it. So I sampled some CDs borrowed from friends. And as I'm a hobby programmer, I also had to code my own player program, which is very small and simple and not to be released to the public. But when I found a program called WavePack, which compresses samples using the 4-bit delta algorithm Fibonacci coding, and also introduces the new exponential coding, I implemented some coding in my player to support these compressed samples. While we're talking about compression, I thought it would be nice to play XPK compressed files because these special 8-bit sample packers, Squash C RMS, achieve quite a good compression ratios without quality loss of 4-bit delta. After the first release of PSMP on Aminet, several people have sent me letters giving me suggestions for new features. Hi Lamar. Most of the requested things appear quite useful to me, so I've implemented them. Workbench startup, stereo sample support, small window, load all, and after all, the program is still quite small in size. Should work on all Amigas equipped with OS 3.7 Plus. We're not going to have any sample files for us to look at, but oh, maybe not, because there is one there. Actually, okay, fair enough. Let's have a look if I click sample instead. Oh, can't open it. Fine. S-Player. It's now malware. Spent many hours in S-Player. Months to be exact. And if you use this program, let me know. You can email me or send me a postcard. The future of S-Player requires on this. Since S-Player is free, I don't think it's much to ask for a lot of feedback. Please, no way versus GAD tools, Flame Wars. Simple Player's GUI for Play 16. Play 16 is a sound utility that lets you play samples off any size of your hard drive. Okay. Someone from Ontario, Canada. Can't open that. Fine. Symphony. Sure, I've seen this before somewhere. That's in German. Possibly a MIDI. Ooh. Can I allocate audio device? So I'm assuming you might have to plug something in. Maybe a MIDI player or something, like a MIDI keyboard. Alright, fair enough. So we've done this section. Done programming, the program patches, we've done virus. Program patches for different things. No point in going through that one. Workbench. A view in German. My German is not good enough for that yet. I'm assuming this is an image viewer. Views a lot of other things like the compressor. DMS write F2 DF0, so let's write into disk. Okay. Just double check something. That's... So it wants OS 2 at least. No, I don't know enough German to read that. Fine, I'm just gonna guess it's some sort of viewer. So we've got new data types. Yeah, the old GIF style. So this was a JPEG style data type. SVG. So that would have been relatively new, around 90s. MPEG video. GIFs. This is some sort of patch. For hen? Don't know. Don't know what it is, doesn't really seem to give me a clue what it is. Got some icons here. Nice Mac one there. Emacs. QT for QuickTime. None of them seem to do much when you click them. Sure, I've seen loop before. Public domain. Magnifies an area of the screen and displays it in a separate window. Meta view. Convert AMF, WMF to CGM, GEM, and EPS. Program to view Amiga Meta and Windows Meta files and to save the vector drawing in AMF and the other types. EPS I'm sure I've come across before. Isn't that like PostScript? So that's that. Multi-reset. Sometimes very needed to clean up the system after a test of new software programming sessions, or simply to defrag the memory. Pressing 3 magic keys and your computer reboots. But must this procedure so stupid? There are many things that we can do here. Multi-reset will show you another way. It can play samples, showing pictures, clear the system vectors, and the useless and useful things. Multi-reset can watch important tasks, inform you if they are running when you select shutdown from the menu, and inhibit write calls to keep your data safe. Okay. Obtain BTR pens. Small patch for the graphics library, a function used for allocating a pen. Oh, so it's a like light pen, I'm assuming. Yeah, highest possible position used. Okay. On go. This one is a Windows 95 style taskbar. Oh, yeah. The amount of shade I've heard from Amiga owners on this end of the 90 in the 90s, reading through all this, somebody's like, hey, here's a Windows 95 style taskbar. I'm sure the guy got lynched. Anyway, with virtual screens and window notification iconification, sorry. Hopefully this version is much more stable than previous versions. We'll also work with Kickstart 2. Alright, well let's work out the box. Preview. Ah. I'll take it as a no. Fair enough. But I kind of like that box here because it gives it kind of like a different sort of Amiga style. I know 3.9 had its own, but somebody suggested this one and I've kept with it, so... ordering, what do we... this looks like a database. The ordering tool designed to manage easily disks and files. Most important features are configurable with its external preferences editor, neat interface, completely fit written in assembler. Okay. Oh, unless it means ordering in terms of order of disks, maybe. So if I look at C, look at this one. Okay. Maybe it's just like reordering all this sort of stuff really easily. Okay, fine. Where we're going, run bar. So another running thingy. See it there. It should be the preview. I'm guessing. Nope. Okay. So basically it's just another bar at the bottom. Screen tab. First version of Screen Tab was released about 2 years ago. It should emulate the well-known Alt Tab feature on Windows on the Amiga. In the meantime, many additional features were added and are finally released v2, which is a really nice taskbar like Windows 95. Last thing I wanted to add in Screen Tab was the Start button, which makes life easy with Windows 95. Oh, so much lynching needs to be done on this disk. Let's see whether we've got one anyway. No, okay. Oh, that's how that works. So I'm holding down the Amiga key and pressing tab. Don't know why that's still there. I told it to... Hang on a minute. Oops. Okay, that's a restart unfortunately because there was a bit of an error. Right, so we got the last folder and then we can do a demo. Oh, we're on Workbench, aren't we? Okay, clean up by name. Oh, we've got last few folders. Okay, so title clock. Just another little Workbench title. Digital clock. This time covers special features. Now, there are about 1,000 other ones out there doing the same thing, but mine can do a bit much more. Written to used in combination tools with Multi-CX by Martin Burnt to replace almost all really important features of programs like Commodity, but consuming much less memory. Okay, let's have a quick look at it then. We've got I don't know what. Oh, the difference is that. So I'm assuming this will be the OS version. So this is the one we want. Which isn't loading. Fine. What we've got next, XOPA. In German. System monitor. Information, Amigas. Function. Data. Calling it something. Vaguely recognise that word, but I can't remember why. System manipulation. So this is all the libraries that I've got. It tells me the screens, what tasks are running. Oh, so this is quite nifty, so it's a bit like what Windows has. Information about the system. What assigns I've got currently. All my fonts. Current devices. Structure. Well, that's a nice little program. What are we on? 133. So last folder, and then I'll do a demo. And then we can get on with the main game. What's Yate? Yet another icon tool. Does operations and icons. Wow. E8 replaces icon images, tool type stacks, and so on. Does this to usually define a group of icons. You should really read the dot. Okay. Yeah, it uses MUI. Okay, fair enough. Right, shareware folder is done. So when we next come to this, this is the PD stuff. I think we're just going to move to the reader stuff next week. Don't have much in the folder. That's fine. Usually we can find an assortment of stuff from reader things. So it can be like games or whatever it is. But for now, let's go and do a demo. So where were we up to? Is it this one? Mnemonic by Ephedrina 2. Sorry. Second place at KG96, and I think we've seen this one. Let me just stick this in full screen mode. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that one, but okay, so what was it? God, I'm tongue-tied now. So that was Demonic by F-Hit Arena, second place at KG96 in Oslo, Norway. Okay, next one. Yeah, I thought I played this, but I don't think I did, but whatever. Got Extend presents Demolition 96-2 competition demo. Kitos acquires an AGA Amiga with 020, 8 meg fast RAM and 2 meg hard space. 040 40 megahertz or better is recommended. This will be interesting. Okay, wasn't sure if that was going to be slow or not when it said it wanted to know 4 recommended, but it didn't do too badly. Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. I'm going to do one more demo and then I'll save the next till next week. So we can do like 2 partway through. Depending on how much we get through on the reader stuff, it means I can spread it out over that. So, oh, gotta sign this one. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Right, apologies for showing that one off, but I wasn't quite sure whether it had cycled or not. Nice demo, but one of those things of nice font, but please make it fucking legible. I'm pretty sure one of the things it said was referring to Mr. Gates, but saying he had sexually transmitted dandruff. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. But like I said, the font didn't really help with it. Right. Okay, so we will be back next week. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to switch over to the main game. But next week we'll be looking at the reader stuff and then finishing off what's in the PD Select. And once that's done, we can go over to CD10, where usually when we get to the mag screenplay bit, we get to the games first. Right, let's eject this. Oh, before I do that, let's stop me. No problem, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm still streaming. Yet to do the other half. Give me a moment. Let me just restart and then not the stream, the computer. Not going anywhere. I've still got to do Alien Breed 3D. Remember. So apologies if I've excuse me. Apologies if I've confused anybody. It wasn't my intention. Okay, Alien Breed 3D. So if you remember last week on Alien Breed 3D, the second half of what we're doing, I was, I think, level 7. I should still have the... Oh, found the password. So the password for level 7 is A K C M I H O O L K F L F F F F. Yes, okay, well, that's where we are. This is how we'll finish up the stream, obviously, by getting this section done. So I think I was dying a lot in this section, if I remember correctly. Oops. Would be helpful if I actually pressed the correct key for the fire. But if you're going anyway, Retro Gaming Denmark, thanks for popping in. If not, I should be doing this for usually, what are we on, 158, so I'll be doing this for at least let's see, 45 minutes, maybe a bit longer. Oops. Yeah, I'm tanking these. It's probably not a good idea for me to do that. Yeah. Let me just double check the controls. Right, Amiga 4 sidestep, so I think I should be able to remember this. Ah, yeah, okay, so it's right next to the fire button, which is very useful. Just haven't used it very much. Problem is, for these shots, they're not easy to sidestep from. The ones coming in from the eyeball things are easier, because I know they're not as fast. I need to figure out... Maybe what I'll do is I'll go to the right first, pick up stuff, go and shoot the things on the left hand side. Because I remember last week I was trying to just change to this. Yeah, this gun isn't great. Shit. See that? It's not exactly the best weapon. Not very high on the vitality at the moment. See, if this was like a Doom rocket launcher, it'd be fine, because you can see it cause a lot of damage, but that's why I was telling somebody that the best weapon in the game arguably is the shotgun. Oh, it's one of the better weapons, sorry. It's got good and long range. That's what was doing that. Oh, I did not realise somebody's just followed me now. Thank you to the Wandering Warlock. I don't know why that hasn't popped up. It's not my mini feed for some reason, but thanks again. See, with the shots coming from that thing, it's a bit easier to avoid, but the shots from him, it's not as, because it's a bit quicker. Some ammunition. I would have thought a grenade launcher would have packed more power. And yet the best way to get rid of this one is that. Two shots, I've taken those two out. Oh, bastard. I bet that was from behind as well. corridor that's quite tight. It's either they're too far up or too far down. I think this is the only level I've had real problems with. Most of the levels have been fairly straightforward. This way. So kind of shot more than 4 shots and I still haven't kind of killed it. Whereas with the shotgun, I've done it dead on 4, I think. And that's why I feel that this gun just isn't as good. It doesn't take down the enemies as quick. Okay, I heard a splat then. Maybe this is the way I'm supposed to do it. Just a bit fiddly. Okay, we're looking good. But you see the difference, I can just immediately get him into a long distance with a shotgun. Wait, right, okay. Alright, let's not do anything. Already took several attempts. Something's down there. Oh, okay, nothing's down there. I thought I saw something moving. Or maybe it's that red thing that went to the left. Health, calm. If I can just keep it steady. Wait. Fine with health now. Shit. Oh, it's you. That's what's attacking me. Health. Health. So it's a big monster thing down that way, I think. Whoa. Okay. It's you doing the damage. I need the blue key. A red key. Fuck. Did not see you there. I've got a grenade launcher that should have taken you out in at least 2. Jeez, not another one. Blue key card. More health. Nothing but water here. That's the all reliable shotgun. I might need to go downstairs as well because I took a detour up here just to see. Oops. What was up here instead of going this way first. That's a grenade launcher. Okay, that's about it then. Did I go this way? Yes, I did. Okay. I didn't go to the other bit. That's why. Red key card. I think that's the exit. Part of me really wants to go down. Oh, hang on a minute. I've not looked everywhere, have I? Sure, I have. No, I've not. Ooh. Does this mean I get to drown? Not that I want to, a bit, obviously. Okay, looks like I can breathe for a bit of time underwater. Before I go down this way, I am wondering what's down here. A lot of death by the looks of things. Easily dealt with though. What the fuck? Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, there's a raid. Zypher raid. Give me a sec. Fuck, I'm out of ammo. I really want to be on this gun. One sec, everyone. Oh, great. Should have just took the exit when they had the chance. Hello there, everybody from Zypho's raid. So, those of you that popped in know that I do Amiga Mondays, but like I do, I always switch between.
We need to get him in the glue, don't we?
Oh.
Try not to fall off. No! Thank you, Mr. Meg.
Sorry, apologies for that. Right, okay, so yeah, those of you popping in know that I do Amiga Mondays. Probably do anyway. So first half I'll do looking at the CD, whatever CD we've got, and then second half I do a game just so I can spell it up. This one I'm doing Alien Breed 3D, and I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks, I believe. Is it 2 weeks or is this the second week? So I managed to get up to level 5. It was fairly smooth sailing. And now we're on level 7, which has been a bit of a pig to do, to be fair. So again, thanks for popping in. So I've heard what were you doing? You were doing Sam Travis CPC game requests. New game Octopus Deluxe. So what was that like? And did anybody give you any shitty games? I don't know. Thank you, Patmec, for the follow. Why isn't this actually popping up in my mini feed? No, mini feed seems to not be working properly today. So it gave me the raid, but it didn't give me anything else. Thank you, Darren's Connor for the raid. Almost said Darren Corner then, but it's because I'm an idiot. It's because I'm trying to read quickly, and then it's kind of. So yeah, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's try this again. Get a gas, you filthy. No! It's my stream, I'll drink out of a bottle if I want to. Right, gotta navigate this crap again. Yeah, Octopus, it was cool. It was more of an exercise in them showing off their graphical music skills like a demo. The game itself is more of a glorified Game and Watch LCD game. Oh, okay. Metal Jesus turns Pepsi into Coke. I don't know about the other head thing's gone. It's usually there's 3 of them. Unless it's around the corner. No. Very low on health here. Don't do that. Talking to my cat, who decides when she wants to kind of. Where's my mouse gone? It's okay. Fine. She kind of like stretches out everywhere and then starts touching things like kind of. So she'll be licking herself and then she'll be putting a paw on a space bar. And I'll look down at maybe Twitter sometimes or Twitch, and there'll be just kind of this, the bit where it says send a message, but it's disappeared now because she's put a paw on the bloody spacebar. Pain in the ass cat. Prefer Pepsi. Octopus is Game & Watch game, the one where Mr. G&G tries to get treasure bars to evading tentacles. I was wondering whether it was going to be what was that? Octodad, that's what I'm trying to think of. Thought it was going to be something like that. And that was my fault for standing right next to the commander thing, getting shot at. That's those either beholders dealt with. Oops. Ah, fucking hell. This level's been doing my head in for the past. And I think just as you guys raided in, I just got a good, I think it was my third go in, and I've managed to get a good run. And I've not been able to kind of replicate it again. I've just noticed this, but claims that this gun looks a bit phallic has been greatly exaggerated. Right, okay. So we're doing quite well in vitality. The beholders have gone. How far I'm into the game? I'm level 7 at the moment. I don't know whether that'll give you an idea of how far I'm in. I've got all the weapons. Should be everybody. Oh no, not quite yet. Okay, that's everybody now. How many levels? I don't know. I'll have to check. Hang on a minute. How many levels in Inbreed 3D? 16 huge levels apparently. Just double check it's not the CD32 version, because I'm running, I think running the standard AGA. Oh, it's CD32. Oh no, sorry. On the box scanner video in 3D, but can read the game has 16 huge levels, more on the 32 CD32. Okay, so I'm on level 7. That would make that... maths has gone now. I think I must be over halfway, or just about halfway. 7,714, just under halfway. Oops. As I was saying before, the first 5 levels were fairly okay, quite straightforward. But then you did get to a monster thing that when you guys came in I was trying to take on, which I'm kind of regretting now. Oh, bastard. Did it get reviewed well back in the day? Let me just check. Who would know this better? I think Lemon Amiga would. I think he's got all the scores. Oops. So the CD32 version got 91% by Amiga CD32 Gamer. Amiga Format 79 gave it 93. CU Magazine gave it 86. So I think, yes, that looks quite better. Runs smooth. Is it running as if it's so basically I'm on accelerated Amiga. So I've got an 030 running at 50 megahertz. So I'm assuming it probably runs a bit better than on stock. He's in his OSG. I'm sure overclock C64 games to make them look better. Yeah, I showed somebody. Oh, in fact, I'll do it now actually because I know where to get back to here. So, in case you're wondering how good this system is, is it this one? I'll show you sysinfo. I'll show you the speed of this machine. That's how my machine does at the moment. It's got an 030, 50 megahertz. Using a TF1230, so it smokes most things apart from the A4000. So it does quite well. Just put the password back in. Right. AKCMIH OOLKFLF. There we go. So I can get straight back to where I was. But the problem with having accelerated Amiga sometimes is it does play havoc with certain games. Which is why I still have a 1200 that's mostly stock. And I say mostly stock because it does have an accelerator in it, but it's more of a the accelerator is more of a memory upgrade, and it uses fast memory as well. I think 32-bit fast memory, which does help increase the speed of the Amiga, so it's a little bit better than a standard Amiga. Oops. And that's the other one I've got. And I've also, Unreal hardware wise, got a A600 as well. And when I started streaming, I think I used that first, because I had an external GoTech, and I was learning about how. I think I learned from that basically. If you're gonna run discs, make sure it's from DF0, which is the internal hard drive. Not internal hard drive, internal floppy, because if you use external floppy, it generally doesn't like running it from there. I mean, it can do, but it just depends on the game. Right. I'm not doing well. Those shots are just a little too fast for me to kind of move away from. So apologise for those of you seen this level over and over. It's probably a bit of like a repeat from yesterday's Jedi Knight 2 VR stream, where in Nar Shaddaa you get attacked by every single bloody hidden Rodan. Is it Rodan? Sniper. They're absolute buggers. I think I swore more times in that stream than I ever have done so far. But it was nice to actually see the what the I thought I got rid of you all. But it was nice to see the lightsaber in the VR mode and have it free form. The only problem is, obviously, with me playing it from a desk, it means I don't have much room to swing the lightsaber around. Sorry, I need to head to bed and all. No problem, Pat Mick. Thanks for the follow and thanks for popping in as well. The other thing is, I'm also reminded that it's going to be a week or so before the end of the month, which means that Play Expo is around the corner. I'm looking forward to that. How did you manage to get out? I'm gonna have to wing it and go down. I'm probably gonna die in a second anyway, again. Yeah. Not fast enough. I know I should be using other weapons, but you've seen the other weapons. They're not exactly the best. That's okay. Cat just jumped out the skin then. If I remember correctly, in terms of Play Blackpool, what they have done in the past couple of years is they put it on at the same time as the lights or something. And I've heard that this year's not quite the same. I think it's just going to be no other events. Am I right in thinking that? As in, we're not going to be conflicting with another, well, I say conflicting, but just with another set of people doing different things. Right, okay, good amount of health. Still got a oh shit. Decent amount. Okay. Should be it. He says. Walk into fire. Oh, you bastard. I should have just legged it. It's gonna be another death. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna make it around the corner. Okay, this might be a good run. Oops. Okay, got a bit of health left. So there's one thing here that will take me 3 hits to get. I don't think there's any health in there. That's ammo. That's ammo. I'm gonna die again. Thing is, as I notice, there's health to the right, as far as I remember, but there's an enemy to the left here, and he can easily just take me out. Just gotta be careful. Look at it, like I said, the shotgun's quite good at long range. And I can see enough pixels on here that I can see when something's moving that shouldn't be there. Because it's certainly a different colour. They should be gone. There's some enemies around the corner. Be very careful. Ooh. Right, we're fine. Thank God for that. Right, this way is kind of okay. I've got some health here. Oh yeah, I know this one. This is when you guys raided me and there's something in there. So I'm going to see what's on this side. think I'm just going to go the other side and clear out this level. I don't think I need to clear out all of it. And I can get the red key on this side, so it's fine. And it'd be good to get off this level for a while. There you are. Just about, he's basically just at the top. He won't come down because he knows I can just kick his ass. Sod it, I'm just gonna go up. And that's why I went up, because I knew I can get health. Oops. Everything pretty much now. Ah, get off, get off. Blue keycard. Please give me shotgun. Thank you. Okay, so blue in here. Oops. Red key card. So I should be able to escape now. If I remember which way I'm going. Exit, right. Sod the rest of this level. Played this one too many times now. Right, level 8, Test Arena Gamma. As soon as I step onto the transporter, I realise something is wrong. The instrument panel dangles from a jumble of wires. Sparks of smoke issue from within. I curse loudly and lunge for the door. A faulty transporter can be lethal. But before I can get out, something within a scorched mess of electronics cackles, and that I am somewhere else. After checking that I am in fact still whole, I looked uneasily around myself. An icy chill settles over my heart as I see a sign scored and dented by some massive impact, which reads, Combat Test Arena Gamma. The huge exit door is locked. I'm going to have to find the key. Hopefully, wherever they are, hopefully whatever they were testing isn't still here. Okay. Blue door. Okay. Not quite sure what that was though. This is supposed to be something. Oh, wait a minute, I've just seen what it is. Oh, okay, so this has kind of gone down and around. Which means this probably will go a different way. see which way this takes me. I got the green card door. I don't remember seeing one. Red. Not opened. Oops. These levels are getting very intricate now. Oh fuck again, run out of ammo. Oh, green. Let's check this first. Probably a bad idea, but never mind. Yeah, that's nice. Put the ammo right behind the health. I might as well go and get that ammo now. Okay, red now, but I want to check the green door first. Whoa, what the fuck? I was not expecting that. Oh no, you can piss off. So that thing takes a lot of hits. Fuck you, I'm going over here. I'm running out of shotgun now. Okay, let's go to the rocket launcher. Ah! There was a nut, so there's two of them. You saw how much damage you should have taken from those rocket launchers, and it just tanked through them. Maybe what I need to do is explore the level a bit more and see whether I can find a fuck ton of ammo, but I'm not 100% sure I can do that. least the gory blood splatters afterwards are quite satisfying. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, weapons cache. Maybe I should have come here first. What in the shit? Okay, so I've got yellow. Where's the yellow one? What am I being shot at? Oh, you can go away. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you. That's what... Right, okay. Whatever that robot thing was. Well, good thing I've got a load of rockets. Well, are we on one... Can I escape this? Yeah, I'm going to escape this now. I'm going to come back to this next week. So, apologies for the slight slow going part of Alien Breed, but to be fair, we've managed to get 3 streams it is. So yeah, in the 3rd stream, to get to halfway through it isn't too bad, I don't think. Right, so the password is ppkkikpp. So it's ppkkikpp. CHHNMFEN. So let's try that. PP KKIK KKIK PP CHH NMFEN. Cool, right, and let me just double check that and get back into it. So that's PP KKIK PPCHHN MFEN. Yeah, cool. Right, so that's saved and ready for next week. Thanks everybody for popping in, and thank you again to Zypho for the raid, and to the Wandering Warlock for the follow, as well as Pat McNaugh's and Darren's Corner. I did that again, sorry. Darren's Corner, or Darren T. Connor, I think that would be. Thank you for the follows. I will be back doing Alien Breed again next week, so I'll try and finish it off. We're halfway through, so that's good. But I've got a feeling it's going to really slow now, considering that these last two levels have just been a real kind of grind. Next time I will be on is tomorrow. Let me just double check. Yes, I'm fine. So back tomorrow with Exile Escape from the Pit on the Windows 98 box. For those of you who don't know, that's an RPG. It's a nice little kind of indie from the 95 era. We're doing a bit of progression in that. It's a bit tough, but it's tough. It was tough at the beginning, and then I think it was just trying to find things, and then we managed to get at least a mission or two done. But it's a massive world anyway, so see how well we do with that tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm going to be looking at more Dreamcast and Sega Saturn stuff. So last time I did a Dreamcast stream, something went a bit funky with the OSSC, but I think it wasn't the OSSC. I think it was the heat actually, or maybe I didn't have the right settings for the OSSC. But we'll see what happens on the Friday, and I'll mix it up with a bit of Sega Saturn stuff. So we might end up doing another 5 hours on there, because I've got both SCART leads for that. And then Sunday we'll be getting back to Jedi Knight 2 on VR, back to Nar Shaddaa, where I'll be swearing like a trooper, because I've been shot everywhere. So yeah, if you want to have a quick look at that, let me just go and find a clip that somebody did. Where is the link? So that there is the link to what was clipped yesterday. I'll leave you a moment to watch that. When I have a look to see who we can read. Okay, I think I'm gonna go raid past the plunger who's playing Mega Man X4. Not sure. I think that's real hardware, but I'm not sure what hardware it is. Sega Saturn, it looks like. So yeah, you get a Sega Saturn stream coming up now, so fair enough. Right, so let's get raiding the plunger. The plunge dude. There we go. Right, thanks for popping in again. Hope to see you soon. You know the schedule, so we're back tomorrow. If not, you know the rest of it. And until then, I will see you later. Bye.